Peace, everybody. Welcome to CapitalofCombat. The name says it all. I'm Hakeem Branch, Rob Jerome, and today we're coming at you with the technical toolbox. Now, if you followed the series, we've done a nice little progression. In the last two, we've talked about footwork. We talked about how to not get the ring cut off on you and how to cut the ring off on you, and basic footwork mistakes. We're going to put those two together today and do a little more advanced lesson on keeping range and closing distance without using the ropes. Now, when we talked about cutting the ring off and preventing the ring getting cut off on you, we talked about using the ropes a lot. This time, we're talking about staking your claim in the center of the ring and doing your business, whether that's fighting in close or staying at range, pumping your jab, and landing long range. So let's get right into it. We're going to step back. Now, the first one we're going to talk about is closing distance and keeping that distance without pressuring your opponent to the ropes. Now, we got a tall guy, we got a short guy. So my goal is to work in on Rob. Now, there are several ways you can do that, and it really depends on your style. Like, you see some people like Manny Pacquiao or even Vinny Pazienza back in the day, they had a very herky-jerky style where they would kind of bounce in and out, give you feints, and they would bounce back and then come in and fire. Then you've got guys like Roberto Duran was very versatile in how he came in, so he's a little more advanced. But then you had, let's see, like a Chavez Sr. or who else closes distance pretty good? So many names. Somebody fights now. Yeah, Roman Gonzalez does a great job of closing distance. Gennady Golovkin does a great job of closing distance. Those guys. So if I want to close distance on Rob without pressuring him to the ropes, the key is going to be in my feet. And I'm going to want to not be in a straight line of fire, because that's going to prompt him to either back up or get out of the way. So if we're in our fighting stances and I'm trying to come in and I just go straight back, he's going to go straight back too. And that's not what I want. I want to say, we're here and you're going to stay here. Now, how I do that is with head movement. I'm going to move my head and I'm going to step around. So I'm biding my time and I'm moving around. And when I see my opening, you see how I'm stepping around? But I'm stepping closer each time. Now, I move from out of range to in my range, and I can throw several punching combinations from right here. And he never noticed that I did it because he was trying to do his thing. So all you do is, as you're moving around, you just inch slowly closer and just step off slightly to the side. And I'm closing my distance. And you can either throw punches to freeze them, or you can come in and throw combinations. Now, if he wants to get out of there, you can let him get out of there, because he still has to come back to get in his range of punching, and you do it all over again. Now, if he decides to tie me up, say I get in and he doesn't want me there and he didn't have time to react or move and he ties me up, that's when you start working on the inside. So if we're working and I'm moving, throwing my jab, and now I'm inside, he grabs me, you see he's got this hand locked up, but this hand is free. So you gotta use it, boom. I step around, look how I got distance now, boom, I throw the uppercut. So you want to use all of your tools at your disposal. When someone grabs you, if you've got a free hand, use it. If your feet are always there available, you have to create room to punch. Don't just let them grab you. Now, also, you want to make sure when you're creating your distance that you're mindful of what they're doing as well. But you want to be focused on what you are going to do. Like, you want to move them into where they need to be in order for you to get your work done. So if I'm working to get inside, I have to make sure that he doesn't have an escape route to get away. So if I'm moving this way and he's moving that way, I'm forcing him into either my right hand to come over here for a left hook, or my left hook and come around, maybe throw another hook. But it's on my terms. I'm the one dictating where he goes so I can get my punches off. So now we're going to do the opposite. Rob is now going to establish his range and keep me at his range for the duration of however long he wants to. Take it away, Rob.
Okay, so I'm 6'4". Hakeem is 5'10". So this is good for any abnormally or taller fighter within any division, especially for the heavyweight division, because a lot of guys now are about 6'3" and taller. The one thing you want to use is your jab. And you can see a lot of guys do very well at this. Klitschko did pretty well at this. I'm actually seeing Deontay Wilder do much better at establishing a jab to not only keep his opponents at bay, but to set up any kind of, set up his right hand. Yeah. So being a taller fighter, he's, again, going to try to move in on you. So guess what? It's the jab, your most important weapon. It doesn't necessarily have to land. You just keep it moving. And see how I'm staying on my feet, staying on my toes, moving, and I'm not moving back. If you're moving back, the ropes you'll be trapped along the ropes. And a guy who knows how to cut off the ring wants you against those ropes. Now, that is something else for another time and how to fight off the ropes. But this one, the jab, you can definitely keep him off. Now, again, Deontay Wilder does a good job of this. Boom, 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 boom. As Hakeem tries to get closer, he throws this blinding jab. You can't see anything that's coming. What happens? He drops the hammer right over the top. He's done this quite a bit with a lot of his opponents. Another thing, establishing from the outside, he does a good job of using that hook and moving laterally. Even Mayweather does perfect fighting from the outside and landing that check hook or that lead hook. Another thing, jab doesn't have to be upstairs to the body, because not only is it a scoring blow, but it can take him off his spot. So, and it's really difficult for taller fighters, but Mayweather and Andre Ward do a very good job of landing a jab to the body. So if I'm hitting here, and then Hakeem wants to move in all of a sudden, boom. Now granted, it takes a little bit of practice, but if you hit someone here, this is where everything, the core is where everything is. You can take him off his spot, or you can just stop his momentum. He did a very good job of this against Maidana. He does a good job against everyone.
Yeah. So also show him the hook and move out the way, and that'll be the last one.
So it's increasing, and I use Deontay Wilder as an example because he's ever improving, and that was one of the things that I was impressed that he's done, if he could keep it up top. But if a guy like Hakeem who wants to come in, I'm pumping the jab, pumping the jab, pumping the jab. It's real quick, boom. Not only are you getting out of his line of his punches of what he wants to do, but you got a scoring blow and you're knocking him off balance.
Yeah, and also if you're still close, you're already set up to throw the next punch. So if he throws the check hook and I want to turn around and fire quick, he's already in position, and I have to turn to get in position, and I'm already in position to be punched. Just like so. Boom, bam. Just like that. So, work on those. Perfect it in your shadow boxing. Start it on to the mitts with your coach, and then to go into the fight. That's it, guys. Thanks for watching this episode. Make sure you like it. You can check us out on Facebook, Google+, Instagram, Capital of Combat. You can hit us up on our email, capitalofcombat@gmail.com. Hit us up in the comments below if you got any questions. And we'll see you guys in the next episode. Peace.
This is round one, and you've already lost. They don't seem to see that everything we've done is coming and gone. My fists are on fire, I perform till I perspire. My demons are in a rage, keep thinking that it's a game. I kick crime, hurricane. I told them I don't play, I'm liquid.
Black Street Fighter.